Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors. So once again we have another vintage collection item to take a look at. It just seems like everything's pouring in towards the end of the year and it's just delivery after delivery. But can't complain, it's always nice to add some more things to the collection. And today we'll be taking a look at Life Day Chewbacca. So I personally never thought we would see holiday special characters in the vintage collection. These are definitely a surprise to me, and I'm totally here for it. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but these are the weird things that kind of make Star Wars collecting very unique and fun in my opinion. If I had to choose another character from the holiday special that I really want to see in the vintage collection, it's going to be Zut More. I'm a big fan of Snivians and Snaggletooths, and just look at that face. Who could say no to that one? It's also an original 96 card back, so we're going to need it in the line regardless. But very happy to see this arrive from Hasbro Pulse, and with that being said, let's take a closer look at the card back and the figure. Taking a look at the card, we have our classic Star Wars racetrack logo that we all know and love, with a nice image of Life Day Chewbacca here, wearing his robes and holding his orb, paired with the Kenner logo down below. A very nice looking card in my opinion. The only thing I wish they would fix one day for these Star Wars cards is the horrible warning label up there, how it just covers, that nice image. So maybe one day they can find a way to put that on the other side or just shrink it down, but that's the only thing really hurting this card back in my opinion. And then we have a nice figure on a bright yellow name pill color that just looks all in all pretty good in my opinion. And then on the back, he is not part of the VC numbering, so you won't have to worry about getting this one for your carded collection if you're really not that interested. Additionally, there is a little description on the back talking about Life Day and just that tradition on Kashyyyk, and you have that same image from the front of Life Day Chewbacca. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this release. It's an interesting addition to the vintage collection, and it's going to look pretty cool on my carded display. Alright, taking a look at Chewbacca out of the packaging, there's not really too much new here. This is the same Chewbacca body that we've been seeing for a number of years in the vintage collection. It's got swivel hips, unfortunately, ball jointed knees, hinges, at the ankles, and it does have articulation that's, for the most part pretty modern, but we really could use an update to Chewbacca sometime in the future. But the main thing you're getting here is these soft goods, which have been done very well in my opinion. Hasbro is doing a phenomenal job when it comes to soft goods in the vintage collection. So very happy with that. It doesn't hinder any of his movement, and it looks all in all pretty dang good in my opinion. Taking a closer look at the orb, that looks pretty nice. It's got some pretty good detail in there. And if you're unfamiliar with the orb in general, it's part of the Wookiee celebration. You can kind of see the stars that are meant to be in there. That's kind of representative of the afterlife and stuff like that. So pretty cool accessory to get, very unique. And then taking a look at Chewbacca's portrait, this is pretty much the one that we've seen before with the Smuggler's Run Millennium Falcon and the Porg. So a bit of a sequel trilogy Chewbacca head, which kind of works for this release in my opinion. And yeah, all in all, that's pretty much what you're getting here. Just Chewbacca with a new robe, a new accessory, and we're getting that head popped onto this body. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. And here we have a quick comparison of Life Day Chewbacca with a previous release. This is the one from the ATST that was part of this year's 40th anniversary for Return of the Jedi. And you can see that there's some noticeable differences, such as they did not include the bandolier, which usually comes with Chewbacca figures, and there's some noticeable paint differences that are just missing from Life Day Chewie. I guess they pretty much figured, this upper body is not going to be seen since it's covered with the robes, which is, fine, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of odd, they were like, you don't need that bandolier, you don't need those paint apps. Here's a different head and a smaller accessory. So a little bit funny there. And then taking a look at the back, pretty much the same thing, there's just missing paint applications. And yeah, very interesting way of getting this figure out there. I really wouldn't mind them putting the bandolier in there. I don't see why they just could not include that, because maybe you don't have this version from the Millennium Falcon and you wanted a sequel trilogy Wookiee, or just, something to work with there. Maybe you're making a custom. So that's a bit of a shame, but I guess it's not a total deal breaker. Life Day Chewbacca is a repack of an existing sculpt that we have seen in the vintage collection a number of times, and even previous lines such as the Legacy collection. While this figure doesn't pack a whole lot of new, Hasbro has included a new soft goods robe and right hand that has a larger grip, allowing Chewbacca to hold the Life Day orb with ease. Sadly, the figure is still outdated and not very exciting as it's plagued by swivel hips. Hopefully one day we'll see an updated Chewbacca in the vintage collection, but until then we will try to celebrate peace and harmony throughout the TVC collecting community with the addition of this Life Day figure. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at this latest vintage collection figure offering, Chewbacca from Life Day. It's definitely not wise to upset a Wookiee, especially on such a special holiday. But be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.